Hello buddy, Crow here, and I am actually pretty happy. What we're looking at is the Time Machine and the Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man machine. Now both these machines both had some issues that I kind of was putting off. I had worked on these machines sometime last year, and then the holidays were coming off, and I said, you know what, I'm not going to deal with these problems right now. The machines were in playable state, but there were little nitpicks, whatnot, that really prevented me from enjoying these machines fully. And actually this weekend I've taken care of all those problems. We'll start with the Time Machine. Now this day has come a long way since we first picked it up. Flippers have been replaced, reproduction red flippers. I've replaced all the lights with LED lights. I've cleaned this thing up a bunch. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but this ramp was very difficult to get the ball to go up and around, and it's because there was actually a part of the plastic that had been destroyed, and I've kind of reinforced that and put some padding back there to kind of prevent that from happening again, or at least try to. It's still very difficult to get it up that ramp, but it's a lot easier than it used to be. I was trying to think. Yeah, there was an issue with the sound. That was a very big issue, and I remember I made a video saying that had been solved. They had somebody come out and take a look at it who's pretty much an expert in these Zachariah machines. Actually, I sent the boards out to him. He fixed the sound problems. And then he actually fixed the problem with the platform going up and down. There was a big problem. It kept doing it when it wasn't supposed to be. And oddly enough, that problem was with the trigger in the ball catch down here. The machine could never actually figure out if the ball was there or not, believe it or not. But as you can see, all these lights are working. There was a problem with this number 6 light. Wasn't working, and it's because of the socket. Now I've readjusted the socket, so it seems to be working now, and I've kind of hit it a bunch of times and it never went out. So hopefully that'll be good to stay. And another big thing is this flipper. I managed to get that fixed. It won't, let me start it up here. The problem before was, the problem before was that this flipper, when you hit the thing up, it would stay in the up position. But as you can see, I fixed that. Thanks a lot to everybody for their suggestions. But oddly enough, it wasn't anything anybody had said. Well, I can't turn the volume down. I took the key out. The problem was, the way these flippers are built, the shafts aren't permanently connected to, they're not connected permanently to the plastic bits like they are in some other machines. Instead, you kind of have to assemble the shaft to the plastic flipper pieces, and it should work. But for some reason, there's like a nut that screws on. You have to tighten it all the way, but for some reason that nut would not stay tight, and for some reason it would move a little bit independently than the rest of the shaft, and that was causing the flipper to stick in the up position. At least I think so. But whatever it was, whatever the real cause was, I fixed it with JB Weld. It's not like I didn't JB Weld the post to the flipper. You can still take it apart, but I JB Welded that nut down to the shaft itself. And I think that was like a reproduction shaft that I used too, so there may have been a minor problem with it. In any case, it's fixed. And I can't remember what other problems I had with this. I've had this thing for about a year and a half, and there's been problem after problem. There was a problem with the displays at one point. Of course, there was a problem with the sound, like I mentioned. But anyway, I got this thing all up and running. As for the Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man machine, nothing. Let me turn this off so it's not. Yeah, making that noise the whole time. Get that ball back in where it's supposed to go. Oh, by the way, I left the glasses off of these just so it's easier to see what's on the play field here. Now, as for this Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man machine, there was a bunch of problems. There was warped plastic pieces, which I've straightened out. I've cleaned everything up. We've kind of repainted this board. But there are still some places like here, you can see that the paint has come up. Now that's kind of my fault, because my wife had painted it, and then after she painted it, I decided to clean the dirt off of it. And when I did that, it kind of rubbed off some of the paint flakes. It doesn't look as bad as it did, And I don't think we'll repaint it again. It looks kind of worn. Let's get down there. Yeah, you can kind of see that it looks kind of worn. But it works. It works good enough. It looks good enough. You're not really noticing it as you're playing it, and it looks a lot better than it did. Especially this ghost down here and that ghost up there. This whole pack grid system had been like repainted and everything. All the burnt lights. Well, every light has basically been replaced with LED lights, again, like I did with the other one. I kind of put some colored lights in there, like I put a red light there where the game over is. There's a yellow light. You can see it when it goes high score to date. I put some green ones up in here somewhere. I can't remember what it said, though, actually. Again, I replaced the fluorescent lighting back here with a rope light, so it's not as bright, so it doesn't reflect on the glass as bad. And it's not as bright, so yeah, it doesn't, and it's more evenly distributed. That's what I was trying to think of. I fixed a bunch of these triggers, so now they're actually triggering when they should. Let's see here. It replaced all 3 of these flippers, actually, because the other ones were really bad. But the one thing that was still left to fix on this that was really annoying were these triggers right here, because they weren't working properly. Well, at first they were working properly. The problem was that when I'd hit the ball with when I hit them with the ball would catapult up into the air, sometimes hitting the glass. So you know, I saw a video, and the solution, put foam back there. The problem was I put foam back there, and even though I could trigger it with my fingers, the ball could never really seem to trigger it. So I kind of had to take some of this apart, take another look at it. Now I took the foam out and I just readjusted it, so it's maybe something I need to fix again in the future. And again, sometimes the ball does catapult up in the air, but at least I can hit those triggers now. I just couldn't do it before with the foam back there. So I might have to think of another solution in the future when this breaks down again. But right now it's working really good, so I'm not going to worry about it too much for now. So yeah, I got the Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man machine all up and running. So what I'm going to do is actually going to do some, just some gameplay, just really, you know, just kind of where I kind of, I guess kind of like a Crow's Play, but not quite. Not like in a review. I really haven't played these that much since I've had them fixed. But now, and it's just because those little things that nag me, like the flippers and the fact that this wasn't working 100%, is what kind of was stopping me from playing them, oddly enough. But now that these things are up and working 100%, I want to make some, just some footage, and I'll have 2 separate videos coming up. Maybe today, maybe later this week, I don't know. I hope I can get them done today. I kind of want to play. I got plenty of time. What time is it? Yeah, it's almost 3 at this point. But yeah, I want to get some footage, maybe get my tripod out and just have it, see if I could, you know, get it angled right. That's one of the reasons I took the glass off, so it's easier to see. Anyway, I'm extremely happy. Both these machines are 100%. Well, as 100% as I can get them, which is satisfactory for me. So anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully maybe I could get some more gameplay of these machines out today. See y'all next time. Bye.